Hello YouTube! Time for a video again. I haven't uploaded a video for a month or more, probably 5 or 6 weeks in fact. So I've had lots of messages saying, why haven't you been uploading, what's going on, why aren't you uploading? Anyway, we'll have a little walk around a few tanks, we'll have a little chitty chatty, and we'll, do a bit of an update. There's not a lot changed. Anyway, this is Wolfie, as my regulars will know. This is a 20-inch male dovi. When I say 20-inch, it's probably 22-inch anyway. A 20-inch plus male dovi. So we'll have the females in there spawning, as usual. So what we'll do, I'm going to walk around a few tanks, a bit like a mini fish room tour, but I'm going to scoot round quickly and trying to explain why I haven't been uploading and whatever. Anyway, shut up waffling was. Without further ado, let's get on it. Right, we'll start here with Crazy Joe, the 20-inch plus Umbrithian, Rio Mag Umbrithian. There's not a lot been changing in this tank. They've been having a few spawnings and that like, but like I say, I've not been updating. I've been a naughty boy, haven't I? Anyway, like I said, this is I'm going to do a really quick one. Yeah, oh Joe, he's doing okay, but I'll do a talk about him maybe at a later date. He's got a concave belly. And he's getting quite old, but he does produce spawn. Anyway, let's move around and have a look at the red dovi. So here we go. I'm not doing a lot of editing. Look at the reflections in the back. So this is Rufus the Red Wolf and his female, which I'm supposed to be swapping that female out, but I still haven't got round to it. So Rufus the Red Wolf, he must be 12 inches now. He's yellow skin with all them orange spots. We got loads of fry in here. I mean, at the beginning when I was trying to breed these, I was struggling to get fry, but they were young and immature. But now I'm just loused out with fry every single month. Yeah, so I haven't been updating as regular as what I ought to have been because it's summertime. I just got a little bit. A little bit, well, I don't know, like, not fed up as such, but I've got other hobbies. I love getting out on my motorbike. I love doing my gardening, but, and also I love my fish hobby. So hopefully I'll get back into this and uploading a bit more often. So there's no change in this tank, but I am eventually going to swap this female for a different female. Now we'll go across and have a look at Melanie's community tank. Right, this is Melanie's tank, my partner. This is she's actually done quite a few changes in here, but you'll probably not notice. We had loads of natural tree branches, but we were getting a lot of algae and that. Well, the sort of algae what she didn't like. I thought it was nice. And she said she couldn't get between the branches to do the vacuuming and cleaning, so we've changed it out. We've still got all the same plants, but we just put one large piece of bogwood going from end to end. And we've just got cardinals and male and female Siamese fighter, or better fish as you like to call them. But in addition, we've got the electric blue rams, and then she's added these albino corries. Anyway, we might do an in-depth video on this tank at a later date. I'm trying to do this one quick, so let's move on. Right, I moved over now to the Carpenters and red dovi tank. I put these in as tank mates, but the time that's come to separate them there because they're getting equal size and they keep having standoffs and fights like. So we'll do updates on this tank. But Rio Hondo Carpenters, you've got to admit they're absolutely stunning fish. And this is the most colourful red Dovi, but it's not showing up very good on this tank. Anyway, I've got to keep this short and sweet. I need to do updates on these tanks, a bit more regular. Right, we're at HNSys now, Stan and Elder. There's no change in this tank really, apart from me taking all the rocks and all the spawning pots and that out. There were, well, there's just getting that much algae on that one. I thought, I ain't having them in no more. I'm taking them out. Anyway, we'll have to get some updates in here. There's a little fry, there's 2 fry left in here. I scooped them all out a while ago and used them as feeders for the other tanks, but them 2 escaped me. So, Stan's doing well, ain't you, Stan? We'll have a look at his neighbour. Old Tank, the Chancho. Not a lot of change on here, but we'll... I've got to get me... like I said, I've got to get my arse in gear and get lots of videos done. We have a nice pair of convicts in here. That female, I absolutely love that female. She's gone now. Let's see if I can get a shot of her. The oranges on her tummy... The blue and orange on that female is absolutely stunning. But I don't want to spend too much time on each tank. This is just supposed to be a quick kind of a little tour. So let's move on. Right, now we're at the Red Devil tank, Botox the Maniac. Believe it or not, this Red Devil is a 14 inch or so. So there's not been a lot of changes in here. There's the Dovi. She's probably 12 inches, and we've got like 2 female convicts and a male convict. So I need to go and do in-depth videos on each tank, stage by stage. But I can't film. They're always at the top. I'm going to chuck some sinking pellets. I want to get him down. There we go. We've got water everywhere splashing up. Get your head down. That's better, mate. We can see you now. You got your head down. Feeding. Yeah, she's having a good feed. She's got some calluses underneath her bottom jaw there, where they're always lip locking. The convicts are out getting the crumbs, but I'll do. I've got to get these videos coming again, nice and regular, and we'll do update videos tank by tank. So shut up waffling woods and let's move along to another tank. Right, I need to do an update on this tank separately. These are me Thomas Sickler Asfraci. They're doing absolutely beautifully. We've got fry in here. They're getting quite big now, but we'll do an update on this tank separately, and we'll have a chit chat about them and what I've discovered about them and how they're doing. But them fry are beautiful, aren't they? Bumblebees, little bumblebee fry. The female's hiding, so we'll move on because I'm trying to make this one short and sweet. Sorry about the glare. Right, we've moved over to the bean eye. I'm calling this bean eye Rowan. So one of my viewers said, why don't you call him Rowan after Rowan Atkinson, Mr. Bean? So we're calling him Rowan. I hope you're watching. The guy what suggested the name. So I can't film the fish when they're always looking up the surface. Let's drop a couple of pellets in. See if I can get his head down. There we go. Now, it does take it down. He's got his head down a bit. But he's absolutely beautiful. And also, he's interactive. He's so interactive and aggressive towards me. Almost like a Fishroon. I love him. So, he's growing nicely. I don't know what he is. What would it be? 10 inches or so. Rowan. And he's such interactive and aggressive. We'll do a video. I ain't got no females. I've bred the other varieties of these in the past, but for now I'm just keeping him as a wet pet. Anyway, shut up waffling woods. We've got to get this one quick, and we'll move on. Right, we'll have a quick look at Stroppy. Stroppy's the low-grade red dragon Fishroon. So, he's doing fine. He's about, I think he must be about 6 years old now. To be honest, I'm thinking, when he goes, I've got another tank, more tank space. We'll drop him a few sinkers in. There he goes, Yeah, so some people say they can't keep a Fishroon. They're prone to, they're prone to quite a lot of things, really, because of genetics. But Stroppy keeps going strong, don't you, mate? Yeah, I suppose it depends what you like. Anyway, we'll have to go. Like I said, I've got plenty of material. I've got plenty of material to do videos every week, but it's just me. Sometimes, like, I have other things, and you got your normal life to keep carrying on with, haven't you? Anyway, shut up waffling, Woods, and let's move on. We're going to go outside now to the fish room. Right, we'll go down the fish room now. Let's go outside. Like I said, I like spending my summer months outside in the garden, doing the, like I say, just growing the flowers and the bedding plants and all this lot. And I'm really, really loving my little patio tub. Let's have a look at the goldfish. Look at these goldfish. Get your hand in there. You can scoop them out nearly. They're not like, I mean, I used to have koi carp ponds in the old days, like. I've had koi carp ponds up to 7,000-8,000 gallons plus. So we'll take a look at the little patio pond. Maybe I should do updates on the patio pond. Anyway, we'll walk down to the fish room. This is my big red devil, as we always keep saying. This is another reason why I haven't been uploading lately. In the summer months, I really, really love to get out on my bike and have a good old ride out. So let's go down there, the garden path, very quickly. Hope I get some new subscribers. And this is my little fish room. Let's open the door, let's get in there. Yeah, so, right, we'll have a scoot round these tanks quickly. We'll start off with the red tiger motos, because I've got a bunch of fry with them. Yeah, these are doing absolutely brilliantly. I absolutely love it. In fact, I think these are one of my favourite fish in my fish room at the moment. Like we always know, the more easier to keep, I won't say easier to keep, the same to keep, but at least you don't need a bloody monster tank like you do with the dove eyes and the umbies. Anyway, I'm trying to keep this one short and sweet, Hunter. But I think, like, I hope this ain't going to be like same old, same old, same old. It goes on about the same old thing all the time. But these, you've got to admit, these are Rio Blanco red tiger motos. Absolutely stunning fish. And you don't need a big tank to keep them. Not like you do a jaguar or a dove eye. Anyway, I'll probably ought to do a separate video on these at some point. But like I said, this one's supposed, look at them fry. You've got to love them, haven't you? This bloody thing, hundreds and hundreds of them. And she's looking stunning. Anyway, we'll move across to the tank next to this. This is, if you watch all my video from the beginning to end, you see I had a Rio Hondo Carpenters with a red dove eye. Well, this is one from the same batch. Hey, look at that fish. Let's get a zoom up on him. Look at them worms. Not worms. The worming patterning on that. You can tell that is a Carpenter's rather than a Texas by all these lovely markings on him. And that's the female. She's got a bit of a lopsided jawbone, actually. I think it's too much lockjaw in and fighting. Anyway, I'm talking too much because when I want to start doing the individual tank one by one, I'll have nothing to say, will I? Shut up waffling, Woods, and move on. We'll go down a shelf from the Carpenters, and who we got down here? Oh, mate, you've got to love this guy. Oh, mate, look at it. Look at the red. Look at the red and yellow on this. This is a Trimac. This is Churchill. Oh, yes. Anyway, they're doing fine. But like I say, I can't keep waffling on about all the fish. There's a lot of glare in here. He's doing fine. And the female, like, she's doing fine as well, but she's got a scruffy nose. Because I've had a few spawning attempts. But there's no fish more brutal than a Trimac. But they come close. The red tiger motos are nearly as brutal, but a Trimac, God, he's brutal. Let's move across. This is my Frederick Stelli, but I actually did a bit of a deep clean on this tank, and I spooked them, so they're not going to come out. The male's in there, and the female's across the other side. So we'll move down because they're not going to show the face. Oh, Morris, we all love you, Morris. Come on, Morris. This is little Morris. He's when I say little Morris, he's a 12-incher, probably plus. But I've had my ass a lot bigger than this, like. But he's little Morris, and he needs a better tank. And there's his female there, like. Anyway, I've got to move on quick. I'm going on too much. We need to move on and do longer videos, tank by tank. Right, we'll move around from Morris, little Morris. We'll move around from you, mate. A bit of a fry tank, and we'll go to the other side. Beryl. Everybody loves Beryl, don't they? Even though it's a female now, this is I'll say it's about 14-inch male jaguar. And there's his girlie. They're always spawning. Anyway, they're still alive and kicking. Sorry about the glare. I'm not putting my hand in there today, because this is one of my most... this fish is the fish in my fish room what hates me the most. I don't mind doing maintenance on the Umby, Crazy Joe, or even Wolfie. But this Beryl, I tell you what, when you put your hand in there, fetches blood. Anyway, let's move up. So this is my favourite red morph female doe boy. That's Coral. I've got plans for you, Coral. She's beautiful. And then we'll move across. This is a Wolfie Junior. Actually, it's going to break me heart, but I think I'm going to have to sell Wolfie Junior. So if there's any UK listeners out here that wants Wolfie Junior, if you put me a good offer in, what I can't refuse, I might consider selling him. And I wouldn't want to sell any of them, but it's tank space, isn't it? Tank space. Yeah, sorry about the glare, but I really would love to keep Wolfie Junior, but I'm just running out of tank space. But I'm reluctant to sell him, because I'm just hoping the person what would purchase him would have the appropriate sized tank, you know, to give him a good happy life. But Coral, we have plans for you with little Fanta. Anyway, I think I've gone on too much. Shall we wrap this one up, or do you want to look at me? You know, we're not going to show the fry tanks. I need to get my arse in gear, upload individual tank videos more regular. So let's wrap the video up. Right, time to wrap this video up now. We're back in front of Wolfie's tank. I don't know if you can see him in the background, Wolfie. Can you see the female? She's just sticking her head out that pot. I'm sure she's spawning. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to go into tank by tank a bit more in detail and see what's going on. And I better get my arse in gear and get back on these videos again, like. But for this one, it's just like apologising that I haven't been uploading regular. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you to all my subscribers. It's very much appreciated. Happy fish keeping to you all. Until next time, ta-ra!